on the off chance that parents watch this, don't buy your kids a VR headset. Holy shit! Do you know the amount of titty I've seen? Look at that guy. Look at that guy right there. He's got fucking galactic titties right over there. Okay. Not you, freak. Not you, freak. That man over there with a skin-tight suit and titties dangling for the world to see. Okay. You're fine.
But I agree with Frosty though. Like, to be honest, like me, like my old friend group, we're always discuss about this, like why. But it's just back to the square one again to how parenting works again. You know.
Yeah,
so,
don't use a
like,
VR headset or a tablet to parent for your kids, man.
Yeah, even my family and even my siblings, like, if they have a child, like, they just give them like only phones. But as it is still a bad thing. But you know, but if you're parenting, like,
hey guys,
you restrict them
give
enough,
your kids a dumb phone.
like,
Give your kids like a shit Nokia.
Stuff, then that's good.
Okay, wait.
Give your kids a shit
Well,
Nokia.
not really, unless you're good with technology, though. Like, if you're good with technology,
Dude,
and,
you
like,
play mobile games, right? Automatically, your opinion is biased. Okay, give your kids a Nokia and then buy them a desktop PC so they can figure out coding using a computer, not a phone. That shit toxic.
This guy.
Look. Honest question. What's worse, giving your child an iPad with access to everything, or give your child a VR headset?
A VR headset, 100%.
Fuck.
Oh, why?
VR headset.
100% VR headset. And I can justify that easy, okay. So I'm gonna use Reddit as an example. Do you know what the default Oculus VR... Okay, do you know what the default VR subreddit is?
No.
It's not safe for work. Like, one of the default subreddits, I don't remember which one, is not safe for work. And then there's like another subreddit called, like, whatever this default name is, safe for work. That's the normal one. I think it's VR games or some shit. Like one of the subreddits is just default not safe for work. I think because of the way VR is, there is so much lewd content in VR, and the fact that vrchat has seemingly an inability or an unwillingness to police its younger audience. Let's say that.
Stop it, yeah.
That. Yeah. That well, okay, they could. They charge everyone $1 to get into VRchat, and then everyone will have to at least have the credit card, so they at least have to be 16.
It's an option.
I know kids will get around that, but like your parents have to like pay for it, right? And like, you know, it's tough. Whatever. But I understand why they want mass adoption. I agree with mass adoption, but there are issues with VRchat and a lot of VR games like VRchat where kids are exposed to content that I would find that I wouldn't want my kids to be exposed to, or I wouldn't want myself to be exposed to as a kid. For example, those massive titties, or like, you know, pole dancing, or whatever.
There are things you don't want to get exposed to right now.
Yeah. It's sometimes it's traumatic. Okay, look.
It is traumatic.
If there are children listening, close your ears, don't listen to what I'm about to say. Okay, look, there was one time I was invited to a Vor World, okay? It was amazing, don't get me wrong. I was surprised, I was entertained, but it is definitely a strange place to be in, okay? Also, yeah, I don't know.
And what do you
Also, I think a lot of the VRchat community and a lot of the grown-up VR community is pretty hostile to kids. Because one, we're worried about legal issues, and two, their squeakers are annoying, right? Squeakers are annoying everywhere, but they're more annoying if they can come up to you and like fucking touch your face.
Yeah. Would you go for an iPad or a headset?
VR, no. I would just go for iPad because it's the mobility. Like, for example, like if kids still younger and then exposed to VR just like that, like, I mean, these days they can go bypass the fucking age restriction shit, you know? So it's like, I chose iPad. I chose iPad because it's easy that I can take a look, you know. But VR headset, I gotta fucking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in my
it's really
case,
hard.
Okay, so here's-
yeah.
Oh, go on. Hang on, I'm drinking
Yeah.
water.
Yeah. For me, I'd go with an iPad as well because I think it's a simple choice between okay, let's say I'll compare it differently. iPad, you know, pregnant Spider-Man giving birth to Cinderella, I don't know, versus, you know, tits, cocks, flaming vaginas, intercourse, potential ISIS gatherings, I don't know. But so yeah, I'd go with YouTube, you know.
What
Like,
kind of stuff you watching?
No, this is VR chat, you know. Like I literally took a selfie with Osama bin Lopez, Osama bin Laden, I mean. So like yeah, you know, if I can choose and I can like have hyper control over what my kid does, I think you know, I mean, I tried my best not to let them play with an iPad regardless, but you know, if I had to choose, I'd go with an iPad as well.
It's
Plus, I can make them
it's
busy. Like
horrifying.
if I ever have like kids, like my siblings, like the older siblings of mine, always told me that if you consider something more than iPad, but you better stick with the iPad. You know, stick with the old one because you already get used to it around the system, and you know how to monitor your child like 24/7 what they're doing. Keep them busy from the iPad because it's a look. If it's like VR headset, maybe not. They might spend 24 hours on that, and you might ignore your, you know, your parenting orders, like do laundry, do chores, whatever.
Here's the
But
thing.
yeah, that's mostly my case.
Here's the thing. I don't agree with iPads either. I think iPads are a shit solution to kid care, right? Okay, here's the thing. I am very worried about how early we're exposing kids to things like an iPad or the internet.
Yeah.
Right, but if we have to, because they have to be technologically literate, then I think an iPad is a poor choice.
Yes.
Because let's be honest, right?
It is the butcher.
iOS is an OS designed for boomers and idiots that don't know how to use a computer. Right?
Yeah, give them on IBM.
And
Yeah.
realistically, if you want your kids to be good at computer, right? Arch Linux, right? You run Arch Linux on their laptop, right? You buy a laptop, you install Arch Linux on it, and you wipe the thing, right? No Windows, and they'll just have to learn to use Linux, and that's how you get your
You're
kids
grabbing your child and
technologically
throwing
literate
them.
without them being stupid. Look, kids are crazy. Kids will pick up on this shit like nobody's business, right? Do you want them to pick up on fucking, I don't know, how to play tap tap real good, how to play mobile games real good, or do you want them to pick up on how to be like, I don't know, a person who knows how to use Linux, a technical person who actually knows what's happening, right? For example, Snow. Okay, I've got a question. Snow, did you grow up with a smartphone?
No, I grew up with nothing. I grew up with.
Never mind. Snow. Okay, so Snow is Snow plays mobile games, right? So he's pretty used to the smartphone ecosystem, I'm sure, right? This man did not know what a DNS is, alright? That's the level we're talking about, right?
I mean, most
you
people
can't
don't.
educate your kids on technological literacy using like an iPad. That's fucking impossible, alright? You need like an actual computing device, not just a toy. That's my opinion.
And up to date, yeah. And up to date. Yeah,
I don't know if it has to be up to date.
I will.
Wait, up to date.
I kind of
hang
agree,
on.
but I still
With
choose
desktop hardware,
iPad.
right? You can just upgrade, right? Teach your kids how to build PCs. It's a great family son thing, I'm sure. Right?
Yeah. Plus, I mean, one day I would want my kid to like, you know, into Unity more than me, or into like art stuff, into like making stuff, so they can have like early money early on, you know.
I think
like
an
that.
iPad.
I mean, that's
if you're talking
my
about
idea.
art stuff, it's pretty good, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, not
That's why
Unity, but I think an
chose
iPad
most
in
the
terms of
time.
just pure art stuff, it's pretty good. But like, I don't know. There's like so much baggage with an iPad, because if it's a kid's first compute device, they'll become one of those kids who don't know what file systems are. They won't know what Explorer is.
It's
and
like
they'll
a
have
big
to use,
question
like, powerful search
for
everywhere.
parents. What is the first compute device device that would you like to give to your kids?
It should be a
kind of thing
desktop.
Like that. It's a big
There are no other
question.
compute devices. Everything else is a toy. Only desktops
Yeah.
are true compute devices. Anyway.
No, we should give them a Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Look.
That's not a compute device. That's literally a toy. Anyway.
That's
But
really
there's computing in it.